Natasha, thank you very much indeed. We're monitoring voter registration weekend. Let's go live now to SABC News reporter Hasina Gori. She is in Slovo Park informal settlement that's south of Johannesburg. Hasina, a very good morning to you. I understand that people are trickling in to check their status at these voting stations, as well as trying to register as well. This is the last chance.
Good morning, Crisalda. Definitely, we're here at Slovo Park. This is an informal settlement, as you mentioned, in the south of Johannesburg. It is alongside the N12 near the Avalon Cemetery. And here we've seen the community members come out in quite a small amount of numbers. From the time we've been here, we've seen a steady flow of people coming in to either check their registration status, to check their information, verify that, but also some first-time voters. We know that there's expected to be more than 100,000 new first-time voters that will register and vote for the first time in the upcoming elections this year. It's a mammoth task by the IEC. This specific community that we're here at today, we were here last in August when we saw violent protests erupt here in this area. They barricaded the N12 road, calling on the province and government to listen to their concerns, many of them around development, service delivery issues. We saw during that protest one teenager losing their life. It was alleged of when police opened fire on some of the protesters that he lost their life. That also brought on sporadic and more protest as well. We then saw the Gauteng Premier, Panyaza Lesufi, coming here into this community, speaking and addressing the issues that were here. But this community says that he promised them he would return after 3 weeks. It's almost 2-3 months later, and they're still waiting for answers on that. But I want to bring in a community leader, Morato. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We're here at Slovo Park. We've been speaking to people throughout the morning. What is your sentiments that you are getting from the community that you're interacting with on how they're feeling when it comes to the elections that are upcoming?
Thank you very much. The community is not happy at all. We need services here at Slovo Park. Last year around September, the Premier was here. He promised the community that he's going to bring back the services to them. Where are you, Premier? We need service delivery. You can look around. There are shacks around. It has been 30 years since you've been in government. What is it that you are doing to the community? Right now, the community is being gunshot each and every single day. What is your intake on that? Ours as a community is that we need services, and we are very clear on that.
Are the community saying that they will come out and vote in the elections, or have they just lost hope in this process?
Well, what I can say is that they've lost hope. Some of them will come, yes, but majority of our community members have lost hope. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know where to go, because this community has been there for almost 30 years, like I said before, without anything taking place, without any action. You must know that we had a court order, but none of that is taking place. It's only promises after promises without delivery. So what is the importance of them coming out to vote? Meantime, there's nothing that is being changed in their lives on daily basis. So basically what I can say is that we vow our community members to come again and register to vote, but we need government to take services to the people, to render services to the people that they vow each and every time on election time that they will bring to the communities.
Thank you so much. One of the community leaders we've been speaking to here, echoing again those sentiments we've heard throughout this morning from the youth leaders, from other community leaders, saying that this community has gone through various processes, Crisalda. They've gone through to even the highest court, through Seri in 2016. They won a court order that mandated the local government and the provincial government to ensure that development in this informal settlement was done. It's almost 8 years later, and those promises were not kept. So this community is saying that they've voted for various different parties, they've tried different governance levels, and they still haven't seen any development for themselves, for this community. Earlier this morning, we had one of the community members quite frustrated and angry that even as of right now, there wasn't any water in the taps, that they were thirsty. Some complained around the sewage in this area, saying that the pipes that needed to be upgraded for the sewage was not done, that you had a stench that would come in this area when it was very hot. Others saying that the roads here, that basic infrastructure was not upgraded. These are just some of these complaints. As you heard from them, apathy is quite common in this area, with while some voting, a majority of them, they're saying that this number that we're seeing trickling in is far from the number of people that actually reside in this area and that are eligible to vote. So it's unclear whether we'd see more of them coming through. This is the last voter registration weekend that's taking place. There's today, it's going to run from 8 this morning till 5 in the afternoon, both today and tomorrow, but also those that can't physically go into these voter registration stations may be able to do so online. We're unsure if that's what we're seeing in this community as well, where people are using these portals to also check their voter registration status. Again, here in this community, people frustrated, quite disillusioned by the whole democratic process of voting, saying that they've not seen any results from that here. But the story is ongoing and we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the day, Crisalda. But for now, back to you in studio.
Hasina, thank you very much indeed. Hasina Gori, SABC News reporter, just one of them who's out on this voter registration weekend, giving us a sense of what is taking place on the ground. Let's